Hello and welcome to step 6 of stage 2. You know exactly what to do. Open, step 6, open. Now within this step we're going to do some wall sweeps and reveals, and we're going to create an in-place component, which is the proper way to model with regards to BIM elements. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is create some wall sweeps on the far right hand building. So to do that, I'd like you to go to the Architectural tab, and then under the Wall tool there's a pull down menu, and then second from the bottom, Wall Sweep. Now if you hover just below the parapet on the far right hand wall, click once and then go over to the left hand wall or the front facade, and you'll notice that we have an option to align them. So if you click again, you'll notice that we have created two wall sweeps. To view it better, you may have to press escape. Now this is quite a boring wall sweep, so we're going to change it. So what we do is we hover over one and then select with your mouse, and it will select both of them. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the properties palette and we're going to edit the type. So press edit the type, a new window will open, and we have here profile is default. We're going to change default to the MPK sweep and then press OK, and you'll notice that pretty much if I center on this section here, we have a bit of a wall sweep cornice detail, which is obviously of its period for this building. So that's a reveal, and now we're going to do a sweep. So basically the same tool, Architectural tab, pull down wall menu, and then the very last tool, wall reveal. And just like before, if you now go to the bottom far right hand wall, click once and then the front face facade and then press escape, you will notice that we've created a reveal to this building. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to edit this profile, because at the moment it's just set to a normal default and it's set back at 0. From here I'd like you to press cancel. Now obviously a default reveal like this is not of its time with regards to the period of this building. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a brand new profile to work with this building. So what we do is we go over to the File tab, and then we go New, and then we go down to Family. A new window will open, and then we're going to scroll down to Metric Profile Reveal. Once you've selected that, press Open. And once you've done that, you'll notice that user interface is completely changed, as there's no architectural, structural tab, etc. So with that said, it's important to note that we are in a family editing mode. This is going to be the family that we're going to load into the project. And you will also notice that we have at the very top wall face, and we have here a reference plane that indicates the wall face and where the wall will be and what we're going to cut. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up to the Create tab, and then we're going to choose the Line tool. The user interface will turn green, and we're going to do pretty much a reveal of its time for this building. So the best way to do it is to start on the main intersection reference lines. Let's go down about 200 and then do a straight horizontal line around about 130 in. Then go up to your user interface and then select the Spline tool, and then click here, then here, then here, and here. And then what we'll do is we'll finish it on our last intersection line here. And you'll notice that our tool has finished with the chain. Now we're going to edit it a little bit. So press escape twice, select the line that we've just done, the spline line. We can use the pull handles to make more of an elaborate design as per of its period. It looks about right. Let's just move this word wall out of the way. Let's make this slightly better. So that cut there will cut the wall, which is what we're going to load into the family now. So once you've done that, I would like you to press save, and in your data sets just call it reveal 1 rather than family 1. Press save. Now I want you to load it into the project. Right at the very top, load into project. And what we're going to do is we're going to select the reveal, go to edit type, we're going to change the profile to reveal 1, press apply, and then press OK, then press escape so it's not highlighted, then maybe center on it, and then you will see our reveal profile that we've designed. Now from here we're going to add some more reveals. So if you highlight the reveal and then on the view cube press front, it should centerize the reveal that we've done. Then press in negative space, and what we're going to do is we're going to copy it up a couple of times, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy it up between the windows and you'll see what happens. So you select it, then you, in your modified tab, which is currently green, go to the copy tool and make sure that multiple is ticked in the options bar, and then select the reveal, go halfway between the windows and click once, and then go up to the next set of windows and click once, and then the next set of windows and click once. Once you've done that, press escape once, and we'll stay focused on the top reveal. Now if you look closely, you'll notice that we have blue pull handles around the windows where the reveal has been placed. In a nutshell, the reveal is intelligent and works with the wall because the windows are hosted to the wall, so it knows to cut the reveals. But you can also be quite creative with this. Some old-fashioned buildings even have reveals around windows. So if that's the case, you could actually select the little blue spot and pull them apart, and then create another reveal that goes vertically. So to give you more of an idea about how a reveal could go around a window, if we go back to the architectural tab, the down menu on the wall, and wall sweep again, but this time we're going to choose vertical at the top under the modified tab, and if we click here and then press escape and then do the same again under the wall tool, reveal, and then click here and then press escape, you will notice that we can actually put reveals around windows. So we could actually fine tune this. So if I get this reveal and then pull it down to approximately here, and then if I get this window reveal to about here, and if I take the bottom and then bring it up, and the same again with this reveal, bring it up, and then if I select this and copy this up, and if I bring that round to about here, and then that over to about here, you catch the drift. The reveals, or whatever design they are, can be brought around as an example. Okay, from here we're going to add a parapet coping to the middle building. But this time, rather than load a profile to follow the parapet edge, we're going to do it model in place. So to do that, you go up to the architectural tab, and then 4 tools along you have a pull down menu under component, and what we're going to do is we're going to choose model in place, which has a little star on it. A new window will open, and this will be categorizing the family that we're going to be doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick generic model. Once you do that, press OK, and generic model 1 is fine, press OK. Now, as you may have noticed on your screen, the user interface has slightly grayed out our lines, and that our ribbon has slightly changed and has a green tick and a red cross. You'd obviously expect it to be a green user face, but the reason why it's not is because we actually haven't started sketching yet. So you will notice that if we go to the Create tab and then go along to Sweep, our user interface will change. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pick some 3D lines in our model for the profile to follow along. So at the very top you'll see here pick path. So we select that and then we press pick 3D edge, and then we choose the inside face of our parapet on 3 sides. Now one thing you'll notice is that the first click that you do, some reference planes will turn up on that particular line because that is where our profile will be hosted to. That will change if you were to pick another line first. But for now that's absolutely fine, but we have to close this single loop. So to do that we go back up to our modified tab and choose the trim extend corner tool, and we're just going to tighten up these 2 ends so that it's all one path. Once you've done that, press the green tick. Now from here I want you to select the reference plane so it's blue, and then in our view cube I want you to press the right hand side, and you'll notice it automatically zooms in to those reference planes. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually draw the profile in 3D so it follows that path. Now with the reference plane still selected, at the very top we have a little button that says edit profile. I want you to click this, the user interface will slightly change and you'll see the line tools that we can use. So we'll use the normal line tool and we'll make sure that chain is ticked in the options bar. And what we're going to do is we're going to pretty much draw a parapet detail like this and then press escape. But obviously it has to have some thickness. So what we're going to do is we're going to offset these 3 lines by approximately 2 mil. So to do that we go straight up to our modify sweep tab, and now we're going to choose the pick line tool. But before we start picking any lines we need to change it to 2 mil. So that will be 0.002. Once you've done that I want you to hover over the top line. If you zoom in a little bit at a corner it'll be easier to see. If you hover over this line and then press the tab button once, you will notice that all 3 lines are highlighted with an offset. Now depending where you place your mouse, the offset will jump in at the bottom or the top. We want it to be above, so once you've done that, click once and you will notice that we have 3 new lines. Now this does need to be a closed line chain, so we need to close off the ends. So from here to here with the line tool, and then here to here with the line tool, and you will notice that it's still offset by 2 mil. So we need to close this on both sides, and then once you've done that I'd like you to press the green tick and then one more tick to finish the command. Now if you zoom out a little bit in your 3D and then rotate, you're thinking to yourself, why is there no parapet? That's because the generic models are currently turned off in the visibility graphics. So to turn them on your keyboard, press VG, new window will open, select 1 and then press G, and it will jump down to generic models and you will notice it's off. So once we turn it on and then press OK, our new parapet has been added to our 3D model. Now before we finish the green tick, why not add some materials to it? So we select it and then over in the properties palette, beside materials, by category, if you select the word category, a little dot turns up, click that dot, a new window will open which is our materials. If we type in metal, we can choose metal aluminium and then press OK, and then we'll finish the sketch, then we'll click in negative space and we actually have now an aluminium parapet. Okay, this concludes step 6, so I'd like you to close the 3D, do not save, and close the family editor profile, and we'll see you in the next one.